In this video, I'm going to teach you how to stake Hex in 2024. Now, Hex staking is also called Hex mining. Mining and staking, you'll hear people say both. They're synonymous, they mean the same thing. They're referring to time locking your Hex so that at a later date, you can mint more Hex. Now, it's totally optional, nobody's forcing you to do this, but a lot of the long-term Hex stakers/miners are making a lot of passive income over the long term by using a mining strategy. And you can make a Hex mining ladder, meaning you can make more than one miner. You can have 10, 20, as many as you want, and you can stagger them in a ladder structure similar to a CD ladder in the real world. If you're not familiar with the concept, I've got a whole course and a bunch of previous videos, but this video is all about the new ways to stake Hex, to mine Hex in 2024. And guys, basically nothing has changed, but pay close attention because there's some very important points and updates that were made to go.hex.com. Now, if you don't already know, that's the primary website that you need to bookmark or you need to have. It's called go.hex.com. But again, like I said, all my previous tutorials, everybody else's previous tutorials are basically the same. You can watch my previous full comprehensive staking guide for 2023 up here above. Click that link if you want to know more. That free tutorial has not changed. Everything is 99% the same, but there's one critical update that just happened regarding Hex, making it decentralized, robust, resilient, and more private the way crypto was supposed to be. So Hex, the smart contract, is now one of the most truly decentralized protocols in all of cryptocurrency. Hex, Pulse Chain, these are real decentralized finance, the way crypto was supposed to be with truly no middlemen. So pay close attention in this quick tutorial because it's very, very simple how to mine Hex, okay? If you are already a Hex miner, you should be familiar with this website. And this website just got an update, but the critical update that we need to realize is that there's now many multiple methods to stake Hex on the same webpage. Previously, there only used to be one. Now you've got a whole bunch of options here. You might see a whole bunch of buttons. Don't get overwhelmed. All of these buttons do the same thing. They all link you to a trusted website, a front end where you can interact with the Hex smart contract, okay? Now, if you're not accustomed to the concept front end and back end, I want to be very clear. The website where you stake Hex is not actually the Hex smart contract itself. We need to differentiate this concept of the website being the front end and the Hex smart contract, the code of Hex, being on the back end. This front end back end thing trips a lot of people up because they think that somehow the website is where your Hex lives. No, that's actually wrong, okay? Your Hex lives on the blockchain and nobody can touch it as long as you know your private keys. Only you can update your Hex miners, Hex stakers on the blockchain. And different websites just give you a window in which to alter the blockchain data, okay? So if you were a previous Hex miner or if you're a newbie and you're trying to mine Hex for the first time, go.hex.com is still a great place to start. And this is a page full of links, and all of these links will take you to a page where you can mine your Hex, okay? Now these first three links up here, look where my mouse is. These first three links, IPFS. Guys, IPFS stands for Interplanetary File System, and I know that sounds techie and crazy. All it is basically a decentralized internet. You know how when you type in a URL, it often says HTTPS in the URL? Well, this is basically just like HTTPS, but instead of the HTTPS protocol, it's IPFS. And what this is, again, is a decentralized internet. So you can access the Hex mining interface on all three of these links. Or if you're really advanced, you can actually host your own decentralized internet node and run the code directly from that node using this hash. But we don't need to get too complicated. This is going to be a very simple tutorial. Look, the original code on a decentralized network. This makes Hex basically one of the safest and most resilient protocols out there. Hex has had 100% uptime for 4 years now. Never been hacked, never gone down, 100% uptime. I don't know of anything else in crypto that has had that much lasting success from a technical point of view. Now, you might already have had go.hex.com bookmarked, but if not, you're just going to want to bookmark it and maybe bookmark one of these other links too. You see a whole bunch of buttons on here. They all link you to different websites. Let's click one, for example. Let's click this one right here. What'll pop up right here should look familiar to you, okay? This is the Hex staking front end where you can connect your MetaMask here. So click connect. It'll pop up your MetaMask or it'll pop up a different wallet depending what wallet you have. And the only thing you need to be concerned about with Hex staking, Hex mining, is you go to the stake tab over here. And the only two decisions you need to make is, well, first of all, do you want to stake Hex in the first place? Assuming the answer is yes, that's why you're watching this video. How much do you want to stake and how many days do you want to stake for? So if I wanted to stake 1,000 Hex tokens for 1,000 days, that's a bit over 3 years, I believe, you would just click stake and you'll see the button loading. Okay, you'll see your MetaMask wallet pop up automatically, or whatever wallet you might have. Rabby wallet. I've got a tutorial about that. It doesn't matter what crypto wallet you're using as long as it's, decentralized, real crypto wallet. Links for those in the description below, by the way. And you just pay the gas fee, which I'm not going to do right now, but I've got plenty of other really in-depth tutorials if you want to learn the intricacies of hex staking, because it can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. If you want to learn exactly how hex staking works, check out my previous videos, and also if you're brand new to crypto, consider checking out hexpassiveincome.com. It's my complete course with 30 plus hours of content. Great value, and if you're an absolute beginner to crypto, this course is for you. It covers hex staking, but also so much more. But anyway, that's all you would do, guys. It's the same as it always was. And so you might notice that the URL here is some complicated hash number, and then it also says IPFS.dweb.link. Now that's just what an IPFS website looks like, all right? Now, if it helps, you might want to bookmark this website. You should know how to bookmark something. If you don't know how to bookmark a website, crypto might not be for you in general, right? But what I'm saying is that go.hex.com is almost exactly the same, except it's gotten a decentralization upgrade, okay? It literally cannot be shut off. If a third party wanted to shut off this website, you can't pull these links off of the IPFS network. So go to one of these links or all three. You'll notice I'll click on all three of them. They all pull up the same exact website, right? The same exact front end, rather. dweb.link. Let's click on that. Same exact thing. Okay, go to the stake tab and choose how much you want to stake and how long you want to stake it for. Now, if you're brand new to Hex, one thing you should know about staking Hex is that you never, ever, 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 ever end your stake early unless you understand exactly what you're doing, because you can pay heavy penalties. Unlike other so-called staking protocols in crypto with no penalties and no consequences, Hex is staking with consequences, which is one of the reasons why people are so crazy about it, is because when you're locked in there and you want to unstake, let's say you want to end a 1,000-day stake after only 10 days. Well, you're going to lose all of the Hex that you locked up because you didn't even serve close to half. Now, there is an equation. I'll post it on the screen right now. As I'm talking about this, if you want to screenshot this equation, this is for advanced users only, but this will tell you how to calculate your early end stake penalty if for some reason you're in an absolute emergency and you need to end your stake early. But again, I never, ever, ever recommend doing this. If you didn't want to stake your Hex in the first place, or if you planned on emergency end staking one day, why not just keep your Hex liquid? You can keep some liquid and some staked. Oh, and of course you can make multiple stakes in a staking ladder, similar to a CD ladder in the real world. That's what a lot of people are doing. You don't just have to make one stake. You can see I've got 4 down here just as a test run, and a couple of them have ended and a couple of them are still going. Now, most people have, 10, 20, 30 stakes or even more. It's totally up to you when you want to stake them for and how long. Hex staking is fun. Okay, it's fun because you can have stakes expiring on your birthday or on Christmas. You can give yourself a Christmas present every year, or if you're saving up for a big event like a marriage one day or buying a new home in 5 years. These are long-term goals that Hex allows you to set it and forget it and stake until you make it, right? That's how the saying goes. Anyway, that's IPFS. Okay, so again, just to recap, IPFS is a decentralized internet, and Hex is now hosted on the decentralized internet. You can click any one of these 3 links, or if you're more advanced, you can actually run an IPFS node yourself, and you can just go to this hash right here, and you copy and paste that into your IPFS server. We're not going to do a tutorial on that right now. But why this is bullish for Hex, why you should know that this is good for Hex, is that it's unstoppable code. Truly immutable, no admin keys, no third party can ever shut this off. There will always be a way to run your own Hex code. Now, if that wasn't enough, you can also run it directly from your desktop. This is very similar to Bitcoin, right? Think about the Bitcoin.org website. Does Bitcoin.org have a wallet for you on the Bitcoin website? No, it doesn't. Because the whole point of Bitcoin and the whole point of Hex is to be decentralized. So another thing that's very easy that you can do is download the application and run it locally from your desktop. I'm going to show you what that looks like, and it really just takes 3 or 4 clicks. It could not be simpler. If you know how to click buttons, you can definitely run Hex locally on your desktop. So I'm going to run it on Mac OS. If you've got Windows, you would click the Windows button. If you've got Linux, you would click the Linux button. All right, I'm clicking Mac OS. And you can see that just downloaded automatically in my browser. So I'm going to wait for the download, and I'm going to pull up my downloads folder, and I'm going to go ahead and click right here to open my folder. And we're going to open this zip file right here. Look at this zip file. We're going to double click that. We're going to click into the folder again, and you can read this README file, or you can just go ahead and click Run Hex Staking .script. Run hex staking.script. Look right here, pay attention, very, very simple. We're going to click one more button and run the exe file. So here are the instructions that it pulls up. And you can see right here, it is a two-step process. It really could not be simpler. If you want to run Hex locally and make your own staking front end locally on your computer that nobody can take it away from you, you run the script, you open up this file will pop up, and read step 1. It says press the gray triangle symbol in between the square and the hammer. There's the square, there's the hammer. All right, let's press the play button. We're going to run the script, and it automatically pulls up. Look at that. That is the exact same go.hex.com that we were just at. So we've accessed it on IPFS, right? We've accessed it on locally from our computer. And we just had to click another 2 or 3 buttons, right? Pretty easy. It's all the same, guys. You go to the stake tab, you choose how much you want to stake, you connect your wallet right here, pops up your MetaMask as always. It's really all the same. And now finally, for the icing on the cake, guys, a lot of you that have been in the Hex community have already known about these websites down here. Look all the way at the bottom. But you've got alternative front ends. In case you're having trouble for whatever reason, clicking on these links and bookmarking these, guys, if you can bookmark a new link, and if you can click buttons, and if you can write down 12 seed words and store them safely offline and download a crypto wallet, you can stake Hex. You can mine Hex. It's really, really simple. You can run it from your desktop, or you could go to one of many community sites. Now, there's more community sites than just these, okay? But these are some of the most trusted ones. Let's check out a couple. GoPulse.com, that's one of my favorites. I've always got the link to this website, by the way, in all of my videos. We connect our wallet here, connect MetaMask, or whatever other wallet you might have. And we can see, look, here's my 4 stakes. They just look a little bit different, right? And you can toggle networks by clicking this button here. This will switch from Ethereum to Pulse Chain and back and forth because remember, guys, you can stake Hex on the Ethereum blockchain or the Pulse Chain blockchain. Now, most people are preferring to use Pulse Chain right now because it's cheaper, faster, better in so many ways, more free, less censorship, debatably even more decentralized in some ways. But let's click cancel over here. All right, we don't really care about this right now. I'm just going over all the alternatives. Icosa is a good one because you can mint free coins. So here's a fun fact. Every Hex staker also gets to mint a coin called Hedron. And if you want to mint that bonus coin and get basically free money, be careful that you're not leaving free money on the table. I actually use icosa.hedron.pro more than I use the original front end, to be honest, because I like to mint that Hedron that I get for free just by staking Hex. And there's a lot of coins that Hex stakers get for free. There's also a different one called getcalmcoin.com. I've got a previous video about that, but I'll post the link on the screen right here. Guys, there's so many benefits of being a Hex staker. We also just get free alternative coins as well. We've gotten airdrops in the past from many different cryptocurrencies. So airdrops, free coins for Hex stakers. It's great. It's good to be a staker. You've got App Hex. Okay, this one has a mobile option. Backuphex.com. Backup Hex. I mean, they all just look different, but they're doing the same thing. Look, here you just connect your MetaMask, and it's the same as it always is, guys. Same as it always is. Start a stake. If you want to start a stake, how much Hex you want to stake, and how many days you want to stake for. It's really just answering those 2 questions every single time. Hexcrypto.com. I like hexcrypto.com because it looks really nice, okay? This one is hexcrypto.com. You can connect your wallet right up here. It's the same as it always is, right? Transfer tab, stake tab up here. Boom. How much you want to stake, how many days you want to stake it for. Now, you could always run Hex staking directly from Etherscan itself on the Ethereum side of the blockchain. And if you just want to see a good old-fashioned chart of the Hex price, go click on that Hex chart link as well. It's pretty cool. It'll show you the original Hex chart history because a lot of people don't quote the full Hex chart history. A lot of people only quote what was on Uniswap v3, and they're forgetting about Uniswap v2 and Uniswap v1 because Hex has been trading since late 2019, early 2020. All right, so the full chart history, there it is. Okay, look at that. Look at that beautiful chart right there. Now, if that's not enough options for you, again, they're all the same. They're just different websites. Find one you like and just bookmark it. Again, if you can bookmark some code, you can run Hex, no problem. Running it from your desktop is awesome. It's just like Bitcoin, right? With Bitcoin, do you go to bitcoin.org to run your Bitcoin wallet? No, you download a Bitcoin wallet, and then you can do all your sending and receiving and mining Bitcoin from the bitcoin.exe file. If you want to be a Bitcoin miner, you need to download a software and double-click it. If you want to be a Hex miner, you can go to a website, which is a little bit easier, but you can also download the scripts directly. And you saw how easy that was, right? Click it, click the script, click this little play button right there. Remember, you just click this little play button when the script comes up, unlock the zip folder, and there you are. And if that wasn't enough options for you, there's even another one called go.tshare.app. It looks like this over here. It's not listed on the website, but it is the exact same. Go.tshare.app. That's all you need to know about Hex staking in 2024. So it's changed. Hex staking has changed, but barely. But this tiny little change makes a huge, huge difference. Making Hex truly robust and decentralized makes it unstoppable from any attack point. Because as we know, there's an attack on crypto right now. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and that's where we are right now. But what happens after that, guys? Then you win. So be on the right side of history, join the winning team, start mining Hex today if you want to. And if you do choose to mine your Hex or stake your Hex, whatever you want to call it, try one of these 3 IPFS links. Remember, IPFS, Decentralized Internet. Run it from your desktop. This is just like Bitcoin, running a Bitcoin EXE from your desktop, right? Do you mine Bitcoin at bitcoin.org? No, you don't. You download the software and you double click it and it runs. Or if all that is too complicated, just go with one of the tried and true original community sites. Bookmark all of these, guys. You never know. What if one goes down? It's okay. Hex is like the Hydra. If you cut off one head, 20 more will take its place. So that is how you stake your Hex in 2024. I hope we all have an amazing bull run on the horizon. I wish you all the maddest of gains. And bull or bear market, I'll be here for the next 5,555 days. If you found this valuable, like the video, share, leave a comment, subscribe. It helps the algo and it helps pump all of crypto. And if you're brand new to crypto, I've got a course out, hexpassiveincome.com. Great value. Everything is sequential. It takes you from zero to hero. It'll give you the confidence that you need to do crypto the right way. Honestly, I wish I had something like that when I was first starting crypto. So make sure you check that out as well. I'll see you on the next video.